In the Gemara, it is told that when the Jewish people went into exile, they complained to the Holy One, "Blessed be He, Master of the universe, you have abandoned us, you have forgotten us, look at how much we are suffering." And the Holy One, blessed be He, replied to Israel with these words, "I created 12 constellations in the sky, and for each constellation I created 30 and 30 soldiers. Each of the 12 is under its command, legions of stars, and for each soldier I created 30 legions, and for each legion I created 30 ritans, and for each ritan I created 30 cartons, and for all the cartons I created 30 gistras, and on each gistra I hung 365,000 myriad stars, 35,000 of tens of millions, and how many such sets exist? Multiply by 12. When you do the math, you get the following number. In the eyes of the ancients, this was considered completely bizarre, because with the naked eye, when the skies are clearest and a person tries to count how many stars there are, at most, they would reach 4,000 stars. But the sages say, we received that the Holy One, blessed be He, will respond to the Jewish people through the prophets. Tell them, I created so many, and I didn't create all this except for you. And you say I have forgotten you. 100 years ago, following observations of the Hubble telescope, it became clear that there are flickering points of light. At first they thought it was a star, but it turned out to be a galaxy, and this galaxy alone contains millions of stars. No one reaches an exact number of stars, but according to NASA's estimates, this is the number we see here, 10 to the power of 21. According to the Talmudic sages' writing, it is 10 to the power of 18. The sages are talking about the exact number, the true number. While stars explode and disappear, and new stars are born through various processes, the Holy One, blessed be He, says, I created, or it could even be deeper than that the Holy One, blessed be He, ensures that when a star explodes here, another one is born in its place. We have no revelation in the sages about this number, whether it is only at the time of creation, or if it is always like this. In any case, today a person is astounded. How did the sages know these things, to arrive at numbers that were considered completely bizarre in those days? And also, a lesson for ourselves, how much we should stick to our faith in the divine Torah that the Holy One, blessed be He, gave. Because scientists, with all due respect, are actually researching what the God created in the world. So when there is a dispute, the God says in the Torah, I created. And the scientists say, we found something else. Who is right? It is clear that the one who created is right. You probably missed something. Check more, and you will reach the conclusion of the Torah. Why are there so many stars? After all, for there to be life in the world, the earth, the sun, and the moon are sufficient. We don't need more than that. If the God had truly created the world, earth, sun, and moon, we might have thought that this is where the divine power begins and ends. But the truth is that the God is infinite. He is not a body, nor is He in the shape of a body. He is not limited by material limitations or any limitation. Otherwise, what did the Holy One, blessed be He, do? He ordered the creation of an infinite universe. Your fingers made the moon and the stars which you have set, O Lord our God. How majestic is your name in all the earth. Says King David, I see all this, I gain humility, and the Holy One, blessed be He, created everything. Who am I next to Him? A person gains humility toward the Creator, even by simply calculating their own place in relation to all the creation. When a person marvels at the greatness of God, on the other hand, they gain confidence because such a great God is watching over me. As King David said, the Lord is with me, I will not fear. What can man do to me? There is no person in the world who can harm me, and the Holy One, blessed be He, is the one who manages my life, and whatever He does will certainly be for the good. So when one lives in faith and trust in God, we know there is a Creator of the world, and we place our trust in Him, then we reach confidence and tranquility in our life.